Today, we are at the start of a changing world. In the future, we will probably have to assume this change. I use the word probably because only history will be able to give us lessons. In fact, I will start with new technologies and artificial intelligence, which will be my theme today. And so, intelligence is the ability to accomplish complex goals, and artificial intelligence is a non biological intelligence, such as algorithms and robots. So, first, I will talk about the opportunities and improvements of new technologies and mainly artificial intelligence. So, when I don't know if you heard about this story, but a Go player was beaten by an algorithm. So that's pretty impressive. And Go, the game, uh, needs a lot of reflection, a lot of also creativity, and it's impressive that a player has been overcome by an algorithm. So next, we can see that there are many improvements in languages, such as with Google Translators, and also a new domain is in healthcare. So, in fact, robots are better surgeons than humans. So, secondly, in the second point, I will analyze the past, and to define the threats and the dangers that exist. So the major threat that we know are hackers and viruses. And so, for example, when two young Filipinos act by sending emails to American people, it was a loss of more than $5 billion. So that's pretty much. And moreover, a subject that is really important for me is nuclear weapons. So nuclear weapons could signify the end of the world. So it's not nothing. And so if we lose the control of nuclear weapons, it could be a disaster. So in this part two, I used the worst possible examples to make you hear that we need to verificate, to validate, to be in security, and to have those robots under control. And so in the third part, I will enhance the main points on how to live with robots and to limit the dangers. In fact, the major risk is to be governed by a totalitarian environment. And so I would like to ask you a question. So, do you think that we can escape for a situation such as Big Brother is watching you? Because if robots take control, they will be watching us. And also, if, for example, a really powerful man takes control, he will be watching us with all these new technologies. And in fact, if we keep improving those technologies, it's really good. For example, flying cars, which are great, and moreover, we could have more laser. For example, with some sports, and if we let those hazardous work to robots, we could do jobs such as developer, which are really fun. And Isaac Asimov said, in fact, I would like to introduce my conclusion with this sentence. The saddest aspect of life is that science gather knowledge faster than society gather wisdom. And so I think that to resume, we should keep under control robots, but not be in a totalitarian environment. We should also stay creative and innovate, and we need to find jobs that won't be replaced in the next few years. And the sentence that I would like to finish with is, this is the most important conversation of all time, said Stephen Hawking. And so the main point here is that we don't know how far new technologies are gonna go and how far we are from the finish line. Maybe it will be in 2050, maybe in 2100, maybe never. So we don't know. And it's a really important subject.